This is like with the sauce. First bite, I got the crunch, right? I get the smokiness from the brisket and the cheese. But then I get a different texture from the brisket because it's hand chopped. I get sweet and spicy from the sauce. You know, it's like all together, not overpowering. Each one of them, they kind of play together. None of them is overpowering at all. So like the perfect bite. Welcome to One Bite. I'm Chef Lyle Broussard at L'Auberge Casino Resort. Today I'm gonna be showing you guys how to make one of my favorite bites, smoked cheddar and smoked brisket egg rolls. Something we kind of do about once or twice midweek, all our leftover brisket. So as you can see, I just finished chopping this brisket by hand. I took most of the fat and the bark off because I really wanted just the inside because I wanted it to be tender. So took old brisket, well, day old, and we just heated it back up, got it up to about 180 degrees. Like I said, trim most of the fat off because we don't want it to leak through our egg roll wrappers. Kind of trimmed it by hand. So this is a smoked cheddar cheese. You can get this anywhere. Smoked cheddar. Yeah, it's real good stuff. So this brisket still is not dry. So most people like, why not putting barbecue sauce with it? Because, you know, like I said, we don't want nothing to go through. As you can see, look at my glove. This brisket is still it's cold right now, but it's still quite juicy. So, and we're gonna keep this real easy. This is just egg wash, 3 eggs, a couple tablespoons of water, small brush, basic egg roll wrappers. You can get this anywhere. You can get a smaller size. Sometimes we use a 4-inch. This is actually like a little bit bigger. Sometimes we use an actual smaller one. So, and it's like the easiest recipe ever. What I'm gonna do is we're just gonna go outline it with the egg wash. One good time. We don't want to overdo it because you don't want it to be wet. And I would say this is about a tablespoon of chopped brisket. All right. And this is about a couple teaspoons of smoked cheddar. We're gonna fold one side over, and this is gonna determine the length that we want to do. So I'm gonna make these smaller, so we're gonna go all the way to the end. We're gonna go over with the other side, completely cover it, right? And I'm gonna give it another little dab. Then we're gonna roll. One bite on these. Roll them up real tight as you can. And we're gonna let these rest for about 4 or 5 minutes before we fry them. I always let them sit to kind of get a firm seal, you know? And you know what? It might just be me. I think when I'm prepping a lot of stuff, I always kind of let it just kind of rest a little bit. That's just a natural thing. We learn that to just let things rest and just take your time. There's no rush. And here's another thing. You could also do this with pulled pork. Like if we have leftover ribs, we'll pull that off, make the same. You could substitute the cheese for like shallots, or you don't have to do smoked cheddar. You can do pepper jack, mozzarella. Most people love pepper jack. You know, a lot of times we'll do brisket, pulled pork, shallots, pepper jack, get the same outcome. So that's how we let them rest. They still kind of dry up, they're a little durable. We kind of let these rest. She made these 3, I made this one, but you can see any grease that would have went through it already got absorbed on these. So all we're gonna do, I'm gonna drop them in. Don't let them go. And I'll put another basket on. You don't have to. At home, you probably wouldn't. I'll put another basket on top so they won't. So I don't have to flip them over. So just provide and I'll keep that basket down for like 30 or 45 seconds. And I'll bring it up, give them a look. They're not opening up. Starting to crisp up. The minute they get golden brown, we pulling them. I give them a roll. See what the other side look like. There we go. Let it drip. There we go. So when you cut them, that's how you know you're done. See how it didn't bend? This is like perfect crispy. I didn't bend it or break it. There we go. These are good. Those came out good. A little less cheese, but I'll show you the sauce we make for this. Simple dipping sauce. And the only reason I make this sauce, you could Obviously, you could go with barbecue sauce typically, but personally, I'm not a fan of barbecue sauce. So we just came up with a simple, you can make this at home. This is just mayo, sriracha, and whatever ratio you want this to be, however spicy you want it to be. And this new popular thing that be going around, hot honey, man. So we're not gonna add too much of this. This stuff is strong and it's good and it's expensive. And there we go. Mix this at home with a spoon, 3 simple ingredients. Give it a taste and adjust the way you like it. Me personally, I love more sriracha in mine. To get this kind of texture the honey gonna give it. So you taste, you adjust how spicy or how sweet you want it. This is like, with the sauce, first bite, I got the crunch, right? I get the smokiness from the brisket and the cheese, but then I get a different texture from the brisket because it's hand chopped. I get sweet and spicy from the sauce. You know, it's like all together, not overpowering. Each one of them, they kind of play together. None of them is overpowering at all. So like the perfect bite. Good.